Introduction to Sankhya Yoga, the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita called Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga, also known as Yoga of Knowledge, is a discourse delivered by Lord Krishna to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Arjuna, overwhelmed with sorrow and confusion about fighting in the war, seeks guidance from Sri Krishna. This chapter is crucial as it marks the beginning of Krishna's teachings, where he imparts wisdom, the nature of the soul, and the importance of performing one duty without attachment. Key themes and concepts: the eternal nature of the soul. Krishna begins by explaining that the soul, Atman, is eternal and indestructible. It neither takes birth nor does it die. It is simply transitions from one body to another. They give the example of the sarpa, which leaves one old body, takes another, which happens in its lifetime. Understanding is meant to alleviate Arjuna's grief over potential death of his relatives and teachers in the battle. For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time and will not come to being. It is unborn, eternal, everlasting, and primeval. It's not slain when body is slain. The importance of the physical body. Krishna emphasizes that the physical body is temporary and subject to decay. The wise do not grieve for the living or the dead, as the soul's journey transcends the physical realm. Just as the boyhood, youth, old age come to the body, embodied soul, so does attainment of another body. The wise men are not deluded of that. Duty and righteous action, which is also called dharma. Krishna advises Arjuna to perform his duties as a warrior, kshatriya, without attachment to the results. This concept of selfless action is known as karma yoga. By forcing on the action itself rather than the outcome, one can achieve spiritual growth and inner peace. You have the right to perform an action, your prescribed duties, but not entitled to the fruits of these actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of results of your activities, nor be attached to the inactions. Equanimity and detachment. Krishna teaches the importance of maintaining equanimity in success, failure, pleasure, pain. This balanced state of mind is essential for spiritual progress and is a hallmark of a wise person. Perform your duties equipoised. O Arjuna, abandon all the attachment to either success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. The concept of Sthita Pragya. Krishna describes the qualities of a Sthita Pragya, a person of steady wisdom. Such a person remains undisturbed by external circumstances, desires, emotions, having realized the true nature of the self. One who is not disturbed in the mind, even amidst the threefold miseries, or elated, there is happiness, and who is free from attachment, fear, anger, is called a sage of steady mind. Detailed analysis of the key verses. Verse 2.11, the beginning of Krishna's teachings. The blessed Lord said, While speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for the living nor the dead. Krishna begins by gently chastising Arjuna for his misplaced grief. He points out the true wisdom lies in the understating that the eternal nature of the soul and not being attached to the temporary physical body. The transience of life. Just as boyhood, youth, old age comes to the embodied soul in the body, in the same manner is the attainment of another body. The wise men are not deluded at that. The verse highlights the natural progression of life stages and the soul's journey beyond the physical body. It encourages detachment from the physical form and understanding of the soul's immortality. The eternity of the soul in verse 2.20. For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. It has not come to being, just unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. Is not slain when the body is slain. Here, Krishna emphasizes the soul's eternal nature, reinforcing the idea that death is merely a transition rather than an ending. The understanding is meant to help Arjuna to overcome his fear and sorrow. The principle of Karma Yoga, verse 2.47. You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the future of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of results of your activities, nor be attached to the inaction. This verse introduces the concept of Karma Yoga, the pain of selfless action. Krishna advises Arjuna focus on the duty without attachment to the results, which leads us to spiritual liberation. Verse 2.56. The qualities of Sthita Prajna. One who is not disturbed in mind even amidst threefold miseries, or elated when there is happiness, and who is free from attachment, fear, anger, and is a sage of steady mind. Krishna describes the characteristics of a person with steady wisdom who remains unaffected by the external circumstances and emotions. The state of equanimity is essential for spiritual growth.